So without further ado, let's go into the demo platform. So all of our customers, if they acquire the managed detection and response solution from Adarma, what they get is a combination of their own technology and then built in and powered by the Adarma threat management platform on top of the threat intelligence and the engineering team behind that as well. So what it really does is it gives them obviously that turnkey kind of solution out of the box that covers the main attack vectors to be able to do and mature and give them good detection and response across their environment without them having to have those internal skill sets and train staff and have a security team internally to be able to do this, because obviously there's lots of customers out there that don't have these capabilities in-house, and they have big infrastructures, and they have lots of users and endpoints and assets in the environment. So what you see here, what a customer can see once they're onboarded and we've got their technology integrated with the Adarma threat management platform, you get a quick insight, as you can see here, into the protection, coverage and scope of what they've got integrated into the platform. So we can see we've got 43 endpoints, devices that are connected in, talking to the platform and being monitored. We've got 102 user accounts. We've got 92 email accounts. We've got 37 devices with web protection enabled on the endpoint, where we're monitoring that activity as well. And we've also got the network protection. Obviously nothing for the demo environment here. We haven't got anything connected, but this helps us identify that network type attack as well, and have the ability to integrate network visibility into the platform as well. Then if we move a little bit down here, we can see the service health of the system. Now, Adarma's threat management platform is actually built on top of the proprietary socket solution that Adarma has developed in-house. And what this really does here is it gives you some insight into all of the different services that are part of this threat management platform that we're offering, built around our socket solution. So we can see the threat intelligence platform, the automation engine, the case management, and the integration fabric, which is used to integrate all of the customer's technologies. It's all up and running. Everything's happy. Now, what's really useful for the customer, I think, is this observation panel here, or not just observations, but it also shows you the investigations being done from the observations and the incidents that we're working on from these observations. So an observation is obviously an indicator of compromise. It's a trigger that something potentially malicious has happened in the environment, with which the Adarma SOC engineers need to start to investigate. And then from that, if it's a true positive, and we believe this to be a real incident within the customer environment, when looking and investigating through the customer's tooling, we then raise it as an incident, and then we make that incident available. So what it really does here, it gives the customer the true value of an out-the-box MDR solution like this, and the work that we're doing behind the scenes, from observing indicators of compromise to investigating these indicators, and then to raising incidents, to then add our analysis reviews and notes, etc. So all of this typically would be done by a tier 2, tier 3 analyst team, but obviously at Adarma we're offering and doing that full end-to-end. So as you scroll down a little bit here, we get a little bit more information from this panel. We can see the 2 incidents that were opened and confirmed as incidents from the observations and the investigations. We could drill into them and have a look deeper into those investigations. We can see 12 got closed, and these were not actually incidents. They were observations we identified through the various technologies we've got integrated into the Adarma platform. But through investigations, we determined that these might have been false positives within the various technologies, and we've closed the case. So think of this as from a time-saving perspective as well. The time we're saving from people within our customer environments having to do these investigations. And you could obviously drill into them as well. But if we scroll down to the bottom of this dashboard here, I believe that this particular insight around threat intelligence is really, really powerful. And it shows, again, one of the key values of the MDR solution from Adarma, and that's the threat intelligence that goes around it, and that hypothesis kind of led threat intelligence. So, you know, let's not just rely on that reactive approach and wait for the technology to trigger and tell us something. Let's understand through our expertise and our threat intelligence, what new emerging threats are we seeing out in the wild. Let's understand them. Let's provide that information to our customers, and then let's do some analysis, and then let's use the customer's tooling to do that investigation. And this is what makes Adarma slightly different, right? If we look at other MDR solutions that are out there, what they will do is they'll take telemetry, they'll pump it up to a data lake, and they'll use IOCs to investigate that data lake. Well, we're using our own threat intelligence, our physical people, engineers, to take that information and use the customer's tooling to investigate this across their environment. And we're opening this intelligence up and showing what we've been doing as part of the offering. So hopefully that gives you, some insight into the value of this solution and what it looks like to the customer. Now, if I drill into an incident, let's say a true incident, I just want to cover this quickly and really show kind of the value of integrating the customer's kind of technology set into the Adarma's fabric layer, which is the Adarma threat management portal. And we can see here we've got an incident where we've identified a multi-stage attack, which means we've identified various different stages of this attack using multiple tooling within the customer's environment. We can see we align a lot of the detections within our platform to MITRE techniques. So for those of you that don't know, obviously MITRE is a framework of techniques and tactics. We can see the device that was impacted as part of this incident, and we can see a set of events that we identified that triggered us to investigate this incident. Now, without going into this in too much detail, what we're really looking at here is we're looking at what we call a fileless attack. There's other names like living off the land attacks as well. We can see if we actually scroll down to the Adarma's SOC analyst notes, we can see multiple tools were being used, from PowerShell to Mimikatz to this particular executable here, and a number of executables that we're trying to infect the endpoint. So multi-staged attack. The incident's been analyzed, been observed. All the notes have been added by our tier 1 and tier 2 analysts. And the conclusion for that is to then, obviously, depending on what the set of pre-agreed requirements were between Adarma and the customer, we then have the ability to then go and contain this. So after we've done the investigation, we can then go and either contain the asset automatically, but it really depends on what the pre-agreement was. So if we have a look within the integration section of Adarma here, which we call integration management, you can see you'll get some assets that are pre-approved, which means if we see an incident happen on this particular host, we will be able to take action on it straight away and resolve the incident. However, if we see a particular incident that we've investigated happen on this particular host, it needs approval, and that's where the communication comes in with the customer. And there's various ways in which we can communicate with our customers, whether it's SMS, whether it's Teams collaboration, whether it's email. All of this is feasible through the Adarma threat management platform. So hopefully you found that useful. Hopefully that's give you some good insight and an understanding of the benefits of the Adarma managed detection and response platform. Thank you very much.